Hey everybody, this is Kevin with me, myself, and my vinyl. Happy Record Store Day to everyone. I promise you this is not another Record Store Day video. Um, did not go out on Record Store Day, but I did go out the day after, and you know what? It was still kind of crazy because when I showed up at the shop I normally go to on Record Store Day, I went the next day and they didn't open till 1 o'clock, and there were actually people waiting outside on the day after Record Store Day to go in. There was like 3 people, including myself, but like it was kind of crazy that people were looking to go in after the fact. I did not go out on Record Store Day because just a time constraint. My son had a baseball game at 1 p.m. and the store didn't open until 11, and I didn't really think that I would have enough time to get him. He really needed to be there at noon. I didn't think I had enough time to get there. So, like I said, this is not a Record Store Day. I did pick up a couple titles today. Just show you real quick. All right, I got Impatient because I have 10 Club. This is supposed to be coming to me on Monday, the 22nd. Have not spun that yet. I always pick up these. Ooh, great. Jazz Dispensary. Heard good things about that. And then I went to another store and picked up this. This was on my list. Parliament, there first. It was... had to go to another store to grab that. I've actually been listening to some stuff on former Record Store Days. So this was there, and that was from last year. That's not going to stay. But what have I been listening to? Oh, and one other thing, the store I went to had a bunch of like old, previous, I don't want to say old, but previous Record Store Day stuff. And this was on my list previously, Ripple. And I picked that up, which was pretty cool. Brand new. They didn't knock it down any on their pricing, so it was still quite expensive. I don't know if any of y'all experienced this, but I thought Record Store Day was pretty expensive this year. I bought 3 titles at one shop, and it cost me $125. 3 titles, yeah. And I didn't get one that I wanted. The Talking Heads. See, I'm wearing my CBGB shirt. I'm a big fan of the Talking Heads, and I really wanted the 45 RPM. Came out on Rhino. I hope Rhino re-releases it some way, shape, or form. I have all their stuff. I've never done a video on the Talking Heads specifically, but I'm a big Talking Heads fan. I probably have between their what do they have, 6, 7 studio albums? I can't remember. Trying to remember now. I have all of them. I have multiple copies of all of them. So missed out on that one. If anybody's got an extra copy, I'd love to get it. Looking online, I'm not paying $100 for that record though. So anyway. All right, so really this is what I'm listening to lately. I know I haven't made a video in quite some time, but it is kind of, Record Store Day, right? I want to make videos, I just, timing. Anyway, so what I've been listening to? Well, I got an OG copy of Led Zeppelin. I got this. Houses of the Holy, and is that actually yeah, I can never remember which one's the front side. I got a really nice copy of an original Houses of the Holy. I didn't have it, and listening to it, I mean, everybody loves the first 4 Led Zeppelin albums, right? That's all you really hear about. 1, 2, 3, and 4, or Zazo, or whatever it's called. But actually, for me, this, and I wish I had a copy I could pull right now. Between this and Physical Graffiti, I don't know which one I like best. It's a toss-up. Physical Graffiti obviously has, it's a double disc and it has more songs. But man, there's some bangers on both of these. I mean, just that two alone. We got Dancing Days. I'm gonna say it wrong. Dire Maker, right? I don't think anybody actually knows how to say that correctly, because I've never heard anybody pronounce it correctly. No Quarter and the Ocean. This does have what is it called? The Grudge or the Gunge or whatever it's called on side one. Which is probably the only reason why I would take Physical Graffiti over this one. The Crunge, whatever it's called. I don't know, but the song remains the same. The Rain Song and Over the Hills and Far Away. I mean, every one on here except for the Crunge. Killer song. So I think House of the Holy actually might be my favorite Led Zeppelin album. I don't know if I'm in the minority on that, but whatever. This has a little bit of ring wear, but lately for me it's all about the originals. It's all about the OGs. So I've been listening to that lately. Also, I hope you can all see this. I picked up a copy of the Black Keys, the Ohio Players. Here, let me pull this out of the... It's still in the shrink, so you get like double. But there you go. And I don't know. It's really cool. They got the whole bowling motif going on. You got like the front cover with the bowling ball, and then you even on the label you got like this cool, like, it looks like an old school like score sheet on the labels. Oh, that's upside down. And I bought the this is the, I don't know, I bought off their website. I don't know what they officially call it. There was no hype sticker, but it's like a gray and white kind of marble motif. I thought it would be cool if they made it look like a bowling ball, like make it look like this. And I think there is one that looks like this, but like actually had the 3 holes for the bowling ball would have been pretty cool. But to be honest, the Black Keys are a band that I've enjoyed for a long time. I got into them. I'm not gonna say early on. I'm not trying to be. Man, remember the word poser? I'm 43, so I was in middle school and high school in the 90s, and the worst thing you could be was a poser, right? Somebody who said they liked something but really weren't that into it. If you're a poser, forget it. And you'd be called out for being a poser. But anyway, I've been, so my relationship with the Black Keys really started with Magic Potion, which was I think their 4th album. It had the egg on the front. All right, I can't get that back in. We're not going to do that. Had the egg on the front. Really fell in love with it. It came out right before, I found that right before Brothers, which I thought was amazing. Kind of worked my way back through their catalog with Rubber Factory and The Big Come Up, and what was the other one? I thought I had the other ones here. The Big Come Up, and I'm forgetting one. But anyway, love the Black Keys. Brothers was amazing, and then kind of fell off. Like, they kind of got away from like the raw sound. They got kind of heavily produced, which Brothers was, but they added a lot more instruments. El Camino came out, I think, after that, and then what was it, the True Blue or what, the Blue Out, whatever. Definitely fell off, but I saw them a couple years ago here after they released. Man, what was their one before this one? But I fell back in love with them. I can't remember that. Saw them here locally. Great concert, and you know, I was expecting a lot from this record, and they're going for something. I just don't know what that something is. They have 2 tracks where they got Juicy J, he's a rapper, and featuring Lil Noid, Candy and Her Friends. Candy and Her Friends I really like, but then it kind of like in the middle of it, they break into a rap song. Like I don't know what they were going for. So I don't know. I'm on the fence about this album right now. It doesn't really feel like a Black Keys album to me. I know bands go through maturity and they change their sound and they go for something on certain albums and that sort of thing. But it doesn't feel like a Black Keys album to me for whatever reason. I don't know. All right, what else have I been listening to? I found this. Let's see. It's called Tree People. I'm just going to show the cover because it's just black. Well, I guess I'm going to show the, Tree People. I don't know if you guys can see that. Tree People. So, Doug Marsh from the Built to Spill. It's not the Built to Spill, it's Built to Spill. This was his band before he had Built to Spill. It's called Tree People. I like everything Built to Spill has done. You know, for the most part. Definitely you can hear Built to Spill a little bit because Doug Marsh was the lead singer of this band, lead guitarist. It's more punky. It's early 90s, like kind of punk than it is Built to Spill. So I enjoyed it. It sounded good. I don't know. I've been listening to that quite a bit. I wish I could play it for you right now, but I'm not that great with editing and all that other bull crap. But what else? Another OG. Okay. Allman Brothers, Brothers and Sisters. Got this for $8, if you can believe it. It's in really good shape. It's got Wasted Words on it, Ramblin' Man, Southbound, which is one of my favorite tunes from Allman Brothers. Jessica, Come and Go Blues, Pony Boy, and Early Morning Blues. Something that had been on my radar for a while, and I found a nice copy of it. And, you know, I'm trying to round out all the Allman Brothers stuff, at least the complete band stuff. Greg Allman. Let's see what else. Grateful Dead. I picked up a original copy of Grateful Dead Reckoning. It's in pretty good shape. It's 2 discs. It's got a nice corner ding here and a crease on the other one. So it's not in the best shape, at least as far as the cover goes. But it plays well. Sounds good. I don't know what to say about Grateful Dead Reckoning. Kind of like the Allman Brothers band. Alright, 2 more. Khruangbin. Their latest. It's called Allah Sala. I got the, what did I get? The Element 115 variant. There's about 4 or 5 variants of this. It's kind of cool. It's still in the shrink, so you may not be able to see this, but this is a die cut. This is actually a window. And then you have the reverse sides of the inner sleeve. I just had the sun out there. And then there's die cut on the back where it's like, I don't know, what are these called? Stained glass windows, and these come in there. The Element 115 it's on this really pretty, like, orange and purple swirl, or whatever you want to call it, splatter. Khruangbin's another band that I've been listening to for a while, and I never say the word. It's called Airplane. I think it's Airplane, and was it? Is it Vietnamese or whatever? I don't know. I don't know what the language is in. It's long weekend. Khruangbin is airplane in either Vietnamese or I don't know I can't think right now. But listening to that, there's nothing on it that is exciting. From Khruangbin, you're pretty much getting, you know what you're getting at this point, but nothing stands out on this album. I'm not going to say it's a disappointment, but it's definitely not something that I may go to if I'm pulling something from them. I drank my coffee to it this morning, which was fine. It's kind of like background music. There's very few vocals on it. There's not a whole lot. All the songs kind of sound the same. Like, there's no tempo changes. So, holy crap! I'm sorry. It's kind of blah. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not really too excited about it. But yeah, I'll listen to it again. Like I said, it's something that I can just put on in the background, listen to it. It's not going to offend anybody. And it's just okay. All right, last but not least, now I got this, and it was something that was actually, I won this in an auction. Not an auction, I'm sorry, it was a giveaway. But this is Mandrill, We Are One. And for everything that Khruangbin is, this is totally the opposite. You see the guys on the back there, and if you look at this back cover, you can tell that is totally like 70s funk, or, you know, kind of dance music or whatever. Mandrill, apparently they had this is a band I know nothing about. In fact, I didn't even know what a mandrill was. Do y'all know what a mandrill is? A mandrill is one of these, maybe you can see it right there. A mandrill is a primate. I had to look this up. With that blue and red face, and they have like the red bottoms as well. I always thought those were baboons, and they're not. Mandrills are pretty nasty. They got like 4-inch fangs and everything, but look at this. Every one of their covers has a mandrill on it. But look at these guys. I mean, it has their names, but look at his shirt. That gold. Look at this guy's jumpsuit. I mean, tell me these guys don't scream like 70s funk. And this is everything you're going to get. But unlike Sly and the Family Stone or something like that, they're comparing to this, but it's got like a Latin feel to it. So it's got a lot of percussion. It's got kind of a I don't know if they sing in Spanish, but definitely has a Latin feel to it. And I really like this. There's only 1, 2, 3. There's 3 tracks on side 1 and 4 tracks on side 2. So while I do like this, the only maybe downside I had to this is that the fact that their songs are like 8 minutes long. So, and they're kind of repetitious. So that's the only kind of thing that I'm not crazy about. But, you know, I'll spin this a lot more than I probably will. Maybe this. And, you know, maybe the Ohio players, just not going for it. All right. Rambled on quite long enough. Hope you all had a good record store day. If anybody has a Talking Heads, what was it, live at WKOC or whatever, and want to get rid of it, shoot me a message. All right, man. Take it easy. Thank you for watching.